tous. Alors, ce soir, on va faire du Xenoblade Chronicles X sur un Wii U. Voilà. Donc, je vais vous montrer vite fait hop là, la version collector qu'elle a dedans. Hop là, donc, sur la version collector, telle que j'ai, on a le jeu classique, normal. On a hop là, un artbook, je sais pas si on voit, on a le titre du jeu qui est un peu en reflet. Un petit artbook de 40 pages avec, hop là, si je montre, des concept art, des travaux préliminaires, des décors. Voilà, c'est un petit artbook sympathique. On a un steelbook. Hop là. Avec ça qui fait donne. Et ça. On a un poster double face. Avec la même image. Hop là. Hop là. Que le steelbook. Et de l'autre côté, on a ça. Avec du papier de bonne qualité. Et on a un autre poster, mais cette fois-ci, lui, c'est la map du jeu. Hop là. Qui montre que le terrain est plutôt conséquent. Voilà. C'est un jeu que j'avais acheté à sa sortie. J'en avais fait un tout petit peu. Je crois que j'avais joué 1 heure et demie, pas plus. Puis après, j'étais passé à autre chose. Donc je me dis peut-être c'est l'occasion de se relancer dedans, même si je sais qu'apparemment c'est un jeu super bien, mais super long à faire. Donc on va voir. On va en faire un peu et on verra après si je continue à y jouer ou pas. Voilà, voilà. Bref, on se met sur le jeu. Tac. Donc qui dit Wii U dit tablette. Hein. On va laisser les paramètres par défaut. Et on va se regarder l'introduction. Ah, et pour info aussi, là c'est une chaîne Twitch. Maintenant on est affilié, donc vous pouvez vous inscrire dessus et faire des subs. Voilà, si vous aimez ce qu'on fait, vous aimez ce qu'on vous propose, ou si vous souhaitez juste soutenir, en plus de si vous voulez adhérer à la sauce. Donc voilà, vous pouvez faire des subs, des cheers, des bits, si ça vous dit.
July 2054 AD. The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed, its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye. The Coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth. Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship, the White Whale. After leaving Earth behind, we spent 2 years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world. But our past caught up with us, literally. The alien blitz was unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived. Our ship took heavy damage. We lost control. With our flight systems down, the White Whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby planet, its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface. Since then, 2 months have passed.
Allez, création du perso. C'est vrai que j'avais oublié que les designs étaient... Le design des persos était pas top quand même. Allez, hop. Ouais, un visage de base. On va essayer, hop. Oh. Ah oui, en plus je crois que c'est vrai que on peut assez bien le personnaliser. Les teintes sont tellement subtiles, on voit pas trop de différence en fait. Quoique, là on te met un gris. Ouais, c'est bizarre quand même. Hop. Ah, je me gourre. Tache de rousseur. Hop. Cicatrice. Bon. Point de beauté. Non. Ensuite, cheveux. Oui, c'est ça. Ah mais en plus, ok. On va faire plutôt bleu. Ensuite, je vois pas la différence. Ok, c'est un... fait pas trop de différence quand même. Allez, on va faire une pointe de violet. Ensuite, et les pupilles. Classique. Et les autres, ça fait très robot. On va faire du classique. Vert, allez. On va laisser noir. Ensuite. Fard à paupières. Bon. Hop. Et peinture faciale, aucune. Alors, personnalisation. Je vois pas ce que ça change. Ah, c'est la voix.
All right, let's do it. So what if you staggered me?
It's a pleasure.
You're in good hands now. I'm getting wobbly. Yay, we win.
Huh? Let's go.
Non.
Huh? Nice job. Hey there. Shall we? All right.
I've lost my balance.
You're in good hands. Huh? I hate losing my... Huh? So what if you staggered me?
Et on va mettre là. Mais du coup c'est bon. Terminé, allez hop. On va pas des 3 heures à personnaliser non plus.
Attention, external access confirmed. Disengaging stasis in 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing hatch. Please stand clear.
Hey there. Looks like you're all in one piece. Careful. Just take it nice and slow, okay? Your senses will need time to reactivate.
C'est vrai, on joue un perso qui ne parle pas.
Your
Quoique
pod
si.
is the only one
Il
around
doit parler
that
vu qu'on a
landed
choisi une voix.
intact. Good thing I found you. My name's Elma. You want to tell me yours? You don't even remember your own name? It must be the stasis hangover. That's not good. Just try and focus, all right?
En plus, on n'a pas de nom par défaut. Comment qu'on pourrait l'appeler? Hop là. Je sais pas moi. Hmm. Bon, je mets ce que j'avais vu au début sur la vidéo. Emma. Hop, hop, allez, on va faire ça. Ah,
Good, there we go. What else you remember? It'll come. In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can. How are your limbs? Can you move?
montez que votre cœur est en bon état.
We'll take it easy while you shake the stasis out of your system. One step at a time, all right? First things first, you'll be needing a weapon. There you go. All right, let's get going.
Hop. Mis carte en haut. Ok.
We did it!
Je regarde juste le ticket sur la tablette. Hop. En direction pour l'instant, c'est pas grand chose. Donc elle réinitialiser la caméra, j'imagine. Ok. Ça pour cibler. Elle courir, échanger d'armes. Sauter.
Most of the white whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky few. Right. You don't even remember the white whale, do you? You know, the L002? The ship we escaped Earth on? You remember Earth, right? Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or rather, it used to be anyway. Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between two alien forces. And destroyed. Ring any bells? Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like to forget. I know. It's been following me for a while now. I didn't want to alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves. You up to the task?
Alors, R ciblé. Ok. Et puis A.
Didn't have to be like this.
Ah.
Attack the shadow. Follow my lead. Target
Ok.
appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Flame grenade.
Ok, donc ouais, c'est comme le Xeno, c'est du combat temps réel. Il faut surtout choisir ses placements et choisir ses arts.
You're not half bad. There's plenty of work back in the city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know. Then you're interested. In that case, I might have just the job for you. But anyway, we can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
Alors, trésor non ouvert. Hop. Tout en fer, modifier, double attaque. Attends, hop. Je fais juste un test. Ouais, ok. Équipe, statut. Ah oui, je crois qu'aussi il y a beaucoup de menus. Équipement de terrain. Donc j'ai pas le tout. Ok. Les stacks qui perdent c'est rouge, les stacks qui montent c'est bleu. On a les arts, les compétences, les classes. Ok. Ouais, une fois qu'on l'a fait, il n'y a plus rien.
strength to keep everyone safe.
It didn't have to be like this.
Attack it with shadow. Follow my lead.
Target in sight! Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike!
Flame grenade. Sliding slinger.
Raté.
Too easy. Move in on the next one.
Now it's my turn!
Realm armor. Assault hammer. Back off. Use melee attack.
Now it's my turn! Shadow strike!
Assault hammer.
Ah, on peut l'utiliser, ok, même s'ils sont pas chargés.
Upper hand!
I figured you'd win.
Nice work.
Donc on récupère la vie une fois hors combat. Salut Eltanonyme. C'est bizarre aussi que Nintendo ait pas annoncé un portage de celui-ci sur la Switch.
The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this.
Ça fait très Jurassic Park ce passage.
Pretty wild, huh? They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together.
Je croyais que c'était une vidéo, mais apparemment non, vu qu'on a des petits... Ah, je sais plus comment on appelle ça, les éléments de décor qui apparaissent au fur et à mesure.
We call this planet Mira. You won't find it on any star chart. But it's our new home.
Et là, titre. Non.
Recognize the habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy. We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall. But the indigents down there are another story. Some big, some mean, all nasty. Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking. That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You decide.
Ouais, ça, c'est ce que j'avais vu, ouais, qu'apparemment, il est ouais, bien riche et que c'est au moment où tu récupères les mechas, c'est en gros, tu redécouvres à nouveau encore le jeu, ouais. Vu que tu peux aller encore plus loin, encore plus vite. Hop.
Sir!
Ta, ta, ta. Ok, donc la couleur, je pense au niveau de... La couleur du niveau indique après, enfin les icônes, si c'est des bestioles pacifiques ou agressives. Comme le premier Xeno, quoi, en fait. Donc du genre celui-là qu'il a avec l'œil. Faut pas qu'il me voit, je suppose. Pour le moment c'est tranquillou et ouais c'est ce qui me semblait. Je crois que c'est pareil sur Xeno. Mais que ça fait un petit moment que je l'ai pas fait. Enfin que je l'ai terminé. Pour l'instant on va faire en mode tranquillou. On va éviter les combats. Sauf bien sûr, s'il nous dit t'as pas le choix. Ok. Donc voilà. À niveau 30, on va peut-être éviter.
Looks a lot bigger up close, doesn't it? And this was just the habitat unit. The white whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least. That's the west gate. It's closed off now for security reasons. But we've repurposed a freight elevator that will get us inside. Grexes. Riled. We can't leave them roaming here, not this close to the gate. We're gonna have to take them down. You ready?
Non, pas le choix. Ok.
Have to be like this.
Attack at lane! Follow my lead! Target in sight! Scream edge! Shadow strike!
Trop tard.
Doing better. Heal me! I should heal up first. Sliding! Linkage destroyed! Never hurt to get a little stronger. Assault hammer! Down you go! Suppressive fire! Shadow strike! Sliding ice! Move in and do some damage! Scream edge!
It's a shame we had to settle near so much wildlife. Luckily, some species aren't so hostile, but they aren't necessarily friendly either. I've come to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight. We need to walk that line. All right, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
Donc j'imagine que ça veut dire faut pas trop attaquer les animaux pacifistes sous peine de les voir devenir de plus en plus agressifs.
Thanks.
Bla 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 bla. Il y arrive. Ah, ah mince, bon. Je croyais qu'il n'est pas arrivé. Hop. Modifier paramètres. Sensibilité, vitesse. Hop. Ok, il n'y a que lent ou rapide, ok. On va voir ce que ça change. Juste la vitesse de la poursuite. caméra. Hop, hop. Tac, tac, tac. Non, c'est pas ça. C'était pas ça. Ah, j'imagine que c'est ça. Vitesse de rotation. Non. C'est pas trop, c'est plus pas des masses leur vitesse de zoom, vitesse de réinitialisation. Moteur caméra sans zoom. Non. Bon bah, même tout à fond, la caméra met un peu de temps à tout faire. Exporter le jeu sur l'écran du gamepad. D'ailleurs, depuis la fin de Xeno 2, j'aimerais bien savoir ce que Monolith font comme boulot. Oui, ça aussi, je sais que le début est très blabla. Mais bon, ça me gêne pas trop, ça détend. En même temps, c'est un jeu de rôle et non pas un jeu d'action, donc faut le temps de mettre tout le plot en place. Tout le lore.
Welcome to NLA.
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees. Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira, come what may. New LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown. Our native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
Confirmé.
How about a quick tour of the facilities to refresh your memory? Let's start with your living quarters. Follow me.
citizens of New Los Angeles. Good day. This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson.
Ça, c'est du nom.
Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share. Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General?
Part of my
Since when?
initiative for the rescue and recovery
2
of
days
all
ago,
our
ma'am.
brothers and sisters. I stand here truly
From political aide to director general in just a few weeks. At this rate, he'll be emperor by next month.
together for a better NLA and a better
Irina?
tomorrow.
Gwyn?
Chef, oui, chef.
Nice work out there, ma'am.
Right. Introductions. Irina Akulov, Gwyn Evans.
This one of the survivors, Colonel?
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Wait, what? What happened to 10 more crew members?
Come on, seriously? Chausson was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech. Still, every last survivor counts. You can call me Irina. I'm with the Interceptors.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans. Or just Gwyn.
The three of us were in the Coalition forces together. Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, aka the Skeleton Crew. I was a colonel and Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore now that we're here.
You're still Colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect. You've earned it.
And the award for best ass kiss goes to...
Well, I'd remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work. Until next time, Colonel.
Right. We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far. That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
Ah si, c'est plus rapide, si. Un peu trop rapide même. Ah. Hop, on remet le moyen. Ouais, ça devrait aller un peu mieux. J'imagine futur compagnon de route.
Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would ya?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt... Hey, look at that! The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly.
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-whos? Cool. I'm Lynn Lee Koo, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade.
She's 13, and I know, she looks young, and she is young, but trust me, she's one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
On te montre le menu le choix des persos, mais finalement tu peux rien faire avec. Ah si. Ah ok. En fait c'est pour montrer comment gérer l'équipe.
Not bad, huh? You can see everything from up here.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks. There's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour, Lynn? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it. New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the Industrial District, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the Administrative District, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the Commercial District. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet. To your right, the Residential District. Housing, housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the Administrative District, the nerve center at the heart of NLA. Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government. Not to mention Armory Alley, as well as the Barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs. And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Thanks, Lynn. We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
Enjoy your stay in the Administrative District, and thank you for flying Lin-Lee Airlines.
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
Really?
Am I right?
Hey.
Oh!
And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
I think I can answer that one. So, you must be the latest rescue.
Secretary Nagi!
Mizku. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No. Nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here...
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? She seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until she knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. She seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
She could barely remember her name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
Ouais.
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived.
Donc j'imagine que c'est elle, la mystérieuse,
So yes, Project Exodus.
la mystérieuse
Once we learned the
ah,
Earth might be threatened, we
combattante
needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms.
qu'on a vu dans la vidéo d'intro.
That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
Blade is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
Ah, yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Koo, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
Youpi. Un chapitre où on n'a pas fait grand-chose.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want her to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that scale. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby. What? You don't remember what a skell is? That gorgeous exoskeleton that just went by? Basically like the most incredible, awesomest super weapons ever? Lasers, force fields, bipedal and vehicular transformations. Sorry, I get so excited whenever I think about it.
Originally, scales were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far, so fast, without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the Mission Control Board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over. So this is Mission Control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the Scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey!
Ta-da! The Blade Scout console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize
C'est vrai que pour le moment c'est très bla 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 bla.
a lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one Blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you
Et c'est
search
surtout
for
du blabla
and
finalement
recruit
où il y a,
fill those roles
on
for
va dire,
just such an
rien qui se
occasion.
passe en fait.
You can't
T'as un
scout
seul angle de
Blade
caméra
without
et
team. Sorta. Anyway,
parle.
awesome, right? So, you ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the
Bah, si
commercial.
t'écoutes les retours que
I'm talking about Armory
la
Alley.
plupart des joueurs disent que c'était un peu trop long. Normalement ils devraient quand même prendre en compte. Hop,
Listen.
donc là on fait la visite des boutiques je suppose.
Hey.
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine owning your own skell? Huh? Oh, right, the door. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Hey!
Working hard?
Really?
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chassan, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not. Now that you've seen where and how
J'imagine que le chapitre 1 c'est le tuto, l'explication et qu'il est un peu long pour ça.
In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
It never hurts to get a little stronger. Hey!
Ok. J'imagine que le jeu est découpé au moins une bonne vingtaine de chapitres.
Honey, we're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam?
Jean-Claude?
Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment.
What in the hell are we waiting for?
As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
Chef, oui, chef.
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, she can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in
Bah,
ULA,
j'imagine que oui, si je refuse, enfin, dans tous les cas, à la fin, j'accepte quand même.
to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to
J'imagine que regardant sur YouTube, on doit y avoir des vidéos qui le montrent.
about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments, and together they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the east gate out of the administrative district, right?
Ok.
We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Wilma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe! Man, am I glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the west gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigen activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigen butt, huh?
Ta, ta, ta. Yep.
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Irina's team is one of our best.
How does she know Irina and Gwyn?
We ran into them just before we met up with you. They were on their way out to an assignment.
Well, then that settles it. It must have been them, right? Man, forget this amateur hour probe baloney. Those guys are where the action's at.
I'll try not to take that personally. But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the East Gate, shall we?
Alors. C'est navigable. Carte du monde avec taux de complétion. Zoom, zoom. Je vais mettre la position. Ok. Allez hop.
Hey.
Now then.
Ok, ça c'est pour dormir.
What the hell happened here? You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless...
Unless... what?
This is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigens in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid.
Et j'imagine que les tyrans, c'est des versions super hard de monstres classiques. Donc on va juste se renseigner.
The tyrant designation is given to creatures that pose a special threat in one way or another. That doesn't always mean raw strength. Some tyrants will actually register as low rank when we find them out in the field and engage them in combat.
But don't let that fool you. If a creature shows up as a tyrant, you can be sure it's got at least one nasty trait or ability to speak of. The system can't account for everything, though, so don't let your guard down, no matter what rank it assigns. Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all. As long as you understand the risks involved. Lynn,
Count me in. The same goes for everyone in New LA, but if we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. Besides, if I need to, I can always run away while it's busy chewing on one of you guys.
Fair enough. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This'll be tougher than anything else we've faced.
Alors. Ah. J'ai quoi? Ah, manuel. Donc. Dépenser 4 PC. Ok. Hop. Ok, chaque perso a ses propres points de combat. Hop. Avantage, accord de pouvoir critique. Ok, donc elle, c'est vraiment le bourrin. Pas trop de différence. Petit arme, cran requis. On va faire comme tout à l'heure, de toute façon. Pour l'instant, on va juste améliorer qu'au début. Hop. Ah. Ah, je peux trop. Hop. Un fusil dégâts d'armes plus chute. On va faire pareil. Hop. Hop. Un fusil. Moins de munitions, moins de stabilité. Mais une recharge un poil plus rapide. Bon, bof. Un couteau, ben ça j'avais pas, hop. Je crois que c'est marqué nouveau. Hop. Tir d'humanoïde. Double attaque modifiée. On perd des distances et de l'attaque à distance. Ouais. Ça a dû affecter, ça y avait rien. Alors, il y a le chien qui aboie. Allez, Lynn, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Je vais en prendre. Ok. Hop, petite pause. J'ai le chien qui... Hop là. Hop, bon je sens qu'elle va japper mais bon. Ok. Oh bah c'est comme Xenoblade en fait. C'est un Xeno quoi. Allez.
Oh, they've seen us. We should weaken them just to be safe. Fire carnival!
Shadow strike! From armor! Sliding slinger! Not balance! Whoa! Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Hope you're ready for this. You should be doing better.
I should be one first.
Like you.
Shadow
Fire
strike!
carnival!
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Flame grenade! Wow, yes! Hit him again for me! Who cares how big they are? Concentrate your fire!
Sliding. Nice. Move in and do some damage. Scream it!
I know! Take this!
Shadow strike. Touch me up. Sliding slinger.
That did something! Try toppling it with gunfire! We are awesome!
J'imagine que
Nice
quand un
work,
arc clignote un
You
peu en
fought
rouge,
well.
c'est parce qu'il
You did too.
peut infliger plus
Now
de
let's
dégâts.
get down to business and install that data
Qu'on
probe.
est bien placé, je suppose.
If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with
blah,
local
blah.
wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try. Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Everyone
That's true on any
non.
planet. Looks like we've got no choice.
Trop approché.
Engaging. Lay down some fire for us.
Fling them right through a fire carnival! Where did they all come from?
Early bird. That. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Hope you're ready for this. Flame flow! Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Let's lay into it. Rhythm! Wild down! I'm great! Let me at him! Too easy. Move in on the next one.
Flying slinger.
Fire carnival!
Upper hand.
Wild snake! Hey, Scanner! We can let it!
Shadow strike.
Rhythm! That did something. On top of it, gunfire! Flame!
Raté.
Appreciate it. Scream. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Dézoomer. Peut-être pas encore la capacité pour le moment.
Commander Vandam.
Well, now, look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked her to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the Rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment. Whoa there, Itchy Trigger. I know you're just chafing at the bit to run out there and grab the world by its tail, but you need to choose a division first. Once that's all hashed out, we can get into detail about what your first assignment's gonna be.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality
C'est
and
des
your
classes, quoi,
talents.
j'imagine.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met
Ça,
Akalov and
j'imagine que c'est les
Evans, right?
bourrins.
Irina and Gwen, this is their division. Interceptors have one main duty. Protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the
Donc
Harriers.
ça, c'est les pilotes de scale, j'imagine.
If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense.
Ah non.
They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any
Ok,
indigent
c'est des bourrins
moves.
aussi, mais encore plus bourrins.
And you got your reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigents.
Next? All right, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, Outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the Mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has,
Si ça représente une classe, j'imagine comme la plupart des RPG, on peut les modifier quand on veut.
It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
Mm-hmm. faire le premier.
Then it's settled?
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Hop. Ah mince. Alors, la seule ronde au fond. Les combats de division. Parce qu'on s'en fout. J'imagine on peut tout récupérer. Ah non, c'est un seul, ok. Tchou. Et ça c'est les missions secondaires.
Hey!
Quête de Millennium. dans les lapins. Ok, bon, on peut prendre l'émission. Première mission. Je vais faire comme ce que je faisais à Xeno, hein. Je prends toutes les missions et je les complète au fur et à mesure.
Hey!
Working hard? I can tell you. Working hard?
Ok, donc c'est celui du blabla en gros.
Well.
Ok, donc ça c'est tard.
Hey!
Donc ça c'est que des armes ou c'est des... Investir dans une usine, mettre à jour les caractéristiques de notre équipe. Fournisseur. Ok, donc ça c'est les usines. Ça c'est la boutique. Niveau 8, ça c'est les armures. J'ai combien? 25 000. Ça augmente beaucoup la distance. Augmente la précision. Yep. De corps à corps. Pas trop de négatifs. Ok, donc plus il y a des résistances. chien. Oui, les autres. Ouais, bon. Bof aussi. Lol. Moins t'es habillé, plus t'es protégé. Alors, plus vite, plus 10, moins 10, sur distance, moins de précision. Meilleur temps de recharge, plus de précision, mais après tu fais moins 10, ouais. Baisse de niveau quand même. 7. Oui, mais comme dans aussi le premier Xeno où en fait tu pouvais changer, définir une arme ou une armure et changer l'apparence pour une autre arme. Voilà, rien de neuf. Hop, allez. Acheter l'escale, ça sert à rien. On voit pas s'ils sont équipés ou pas. Parce qu'ils sont justement en... J'imagine que les objets de collection ne servent pas forcément à grand chose. Au pire après je prendrai le temps de lire le manuel. Son extraction, j'ai un système de recherche. Oui bah comme le Xeno en général. J'ai acheté rarement quand, sauf quand il y avait des stats un peu plus élevées. Mais sinon, je me basais que sur les trucs que j'ai acheté là, les ennemis que sur le drop. Voilà. Comme ça. Mettre à jour les caractéristiques. Enfin, il y a des emplacements de gemmes ou des trucs comme ça. Bon, après en même temps j'ai pas de miranium donc je peux rien faire avec. Allez.
Now what?
Ok, c'est une mission secondaire. Blablabla, blablabla. Apporter des provisions aux agents du Blade. Blade, pas du Blade. On peut changer plus tard.
Hey.
Now then.
Rapide. Voilà. Alors, plus. Ok. Ok. Fonctionnel mission, on peut définir qu'est-ce qu'on va faire. Récupérer tout le pillage maintenant qu'il y a. On peut pas savoir ce que c'est les créatures. Ça, je me doutais. C'était un peu trop gros pour moi. Bah, j'imagine quand tu finis, j'imagine level 99, armé jusqu'aux dents avec les bons arts, les bonnes armes, à la fin, ça... on les massacre facilement. Là. Ok, ils sont là.
Go!
Ok, donc c'est lui. Ah, donc il est électrique, donc on va éviter d'aller dans l'eau. Si on peut. Après, on va passer. Voilà. Allez, on part.
Engage won't be laid out some fire for me. I've got this type of fire. Shadow, I got a little restless. Please, let me catch myself.
I owe you one.
Wild down. And it's down. We can lay it light and swing it.
Now, melee attack.
Grenade.
I can't move. This is wearing me down.
And one more hit.
I'm not gonna make it.
Promise.
I'll topple him.
Ah.
And it's down. We can lay it.
Et du coup les collègues viennent pas pour lever.
One more hit.
Been a distant man, we're stuck on a whole different planet. No peace looking at the sky, trouble's always all around, so we stay quick with the guns and cannons. Standing as long as we can until we get all dolls up. Then call our bets off and go get the talk. Dealing with lives messed up.
Almost down, but not out.
Ah mais quand même là. C'est bien retourner en arrière. Bon, on va faire un peu de farming du coup.
You asked for it.
Engage.
You won't be
Lead up the fire for me. Shadow strike.
armor! Wildcat! Fire carnival!
Now, melee attack.
I know! Take this!
Upper hand.
Can't seem to get fired up. Wild hey!
Yeah. Image destroyed. Move in and strike. Shadow strike.
Flame grenade!
I have to stay in this.
Ça fait donc plus de dégâts qu'on est derrière.
We have that in the bag. Neutralized. Nice work. It never hurts to get a little stronger.
You, yeah.
Attack at range. Follow my lead. You should be doing better. Heal me. Let me catch myself. I like you.
Ah merde.
Fire carnival. Flame grenade. Leave it to me. I can't keep this up.
Ah shit.
Armor. And one more hit for me. Promise.
Est-ce que... Peut-être changer de position. Ça moins que je ferai une dizaine d'un côté et les autres de l'autre.
experience. That's true on any planet.
Super loin en fait. La pied. Non. Je vais pas y arriver, je pense. Ah, t'es chiant. Ah, chut. Ah, bah si. Merci, merci. Allez, hop. Alors, Ah, d'accord. Ah, arrête de courir. Ok. La mission, est-ce que ça met automatiquement? Pas trop s'approcher. La carte. Est-ce qu'on peut contourner ces fraises?
The strength to keep everyone safe.
Didn't have to be like this.
Ah, mince.
We should weaken them just to be safe.
Shadow strike!
This can make all the difference.
Fly now! Melee attacks!
Stop it! Let's lay into it.
Reinforcements! Watch out!
Doing better. Heal me.
I should heal up first.
Assault hammer. Down we go.
Fly
This to me.
Shadow strike!
Right armor.
Move in and do some damage.
Stop it. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Switch to close range combat. Side left. Shadow strike.
Infuriate.
Sliding slinger.
You should be doing better. Heal me.
I should heal up first.
Wrong corner. Hit him again for me. Hope you're ready for this.
Die now. Melee attack.
I know. Take this.
Sliding ice. Move in and do some damage.
I know. Take this. I figured you'd win. Hope I didn't get in the way.
Damn. I knew we would have heard from them by now.
It was definitely fighting something. But this damage, it's not the usual claw or bite marks.
No signs of the team. If they were eaten, we'd know it. So did they walk away, or were they taken? Right. Either way, they couldn't have gotten very far. Let's keep looking.
Hold up, Elma. Check this out. I'm picking up an Earth-based IFF signal coming from that direction. It's Pathfinder.
That thing over there, maybe?
It doesn't look natural, does it?
No, it doesn't. It looks like trouble.
And look at this. I'm picking up readings for other life forms, too. Multiple signals, moving around inside the structure. Elma, you don't think...
I think you're right. Look at their movements. They're controlled, orderly. They're definitely not wild animals. Now the question is, are they native to Mira? Or are they visitors like us? And if so, from where?
You think it's one of the forces that destroyed Earth?
Let's not jump to any conclusions. It's a big universe out there. Of course, we shouldn't rule it out either.
Should we call this into HQ?
Yes, but not from here. If we're picking up their signals, they might be close enough to intercept ours.
You there! Drop your weapons.
Stay calm. We don't want to provoke them.
Earth aliens, surrender now!
They know about Earth? You may have been right after all, Lynn. Stand down! Did you already forget my first lesson? Fighting is a last resort. Our friends here appear to be able to speak our language. Which means we need to find out if diplomacy is a viable option.
You're right.
We come in peace, and we're willing to negotiate. If you have any Earth alien prisoners, we'd ask the conditions for their release. If you don't, we'll leave you in peace.
No negotiation. No conditions. We have our orders.
All Earth aliens must die.
Didn't have to be like this.
Ready? Let's move it! Let's play
Scream ice! Move in if you can dance!
I know! Fire Carnival!
Shadow strike! Side slash! Sliding slinger! Right!
Leave it to me!
Infuriate! Use an aura! Battle! Side! Move in and do some damage! Upper hand! Sliding slinger!
Leave this to me! Move it on the next one! Fire Carnival! Order!
Side slash!
Back off! Use melee attack!
Sliding
Possible.
So much for the diplomatic approach. What's the deal with wanting us all dead anyway?
Yeah, I wonder. They did mention they were following orders. Maybe someone higher up their chain of command would be willing to negotiate.
Passer. vu l'heure, je pense que je vais m'arrêter là. Hop. Yep. Hop. Bref. Hop. Bref. Hop. C'était donc le début de Xenoblade Chronicles X, sorti sur Wii U uniquement. Peut-être qu'on aura droit un jour à un portage Switch, comme le premier Xeno qui était sorti sur Wii. Mais pour l'instant, on sait pas trop. Je sais que c'est un jeu qui est très très long, très chronophage. Mais apparemment, c'est un peu comme du Zelda Breath of the Wild. Il y a toujours des trucs à faire. Bon là, pour l'instant, j'ai fait que 3 heures de jeu à peu près, donc je suis 2h30. Donc je suis encore bien loin, je pense, de la fin. Mais je pense, enfin, le anonyme, tu me confirmeras ou pas, mais je pense que la partie la plus chiante du début du blabla est passée. Donc là, on doit rentrer vraiment on commence à rentrer dans le vif du sujet. Voilà. Donc je vais le continuer. Donc je sais pas si je le streamerai, peut-être de temps en temps pour montrer la progression. Et voilà. Voilà. Moi, je stream tous les mercredis à partir de 21h. En général, je stream pendant 3 heures. Après, je sais que les jeudis, il y avait un autre gars qui streamait, Gwenrock, mais je crois qu'il s'est foulé la cheville ou le poignet, non, le poignet avec du basket, donc en ce moment, il stream pas trop. Il y avait Seb aussi qui streamait le mardi, mais depuis les vacances, pas de nouvelles. Voilà. Donc pour l'instant, il n'y a que moi. On va essayer de voir si on peut me ramener d'autres personnes sur le stream pour diversifier un peu tout ça. Même si moi, de base, je suis plutôt diversifié. Je ne suis pas axé sur un seul type de jeu. Je fais du RPG, de la plateforme, du jeu musical. Je fais un peu de tout. Voilà. Voilà, donc moi, ça sera mercredi prochain, 21h. Voilà. Bref. Du coup, je vous dis bonne soirée à tous et à la prochaine. Ciao.